So last week I was scrolling on TikTok and I stumbled across something.
The first Noel, the angels did say.
God, why is Giveon so talented? Mixing Giveon with Christmas music is like mixing Chick-fil-A sauce with Cajun fries. It shouldn't be allowed. Like, that's cheating. That's life cheating. But as a consumer, and not someone in the music industry, I don't care. So obviously I took to Spotify to add it to my playlist and just listen to the whole song. But when I looked it up, it wasn't there. So I went on Google to see if, maybe it wasn't released yet. Maybe it's coming out in like a few days. And you'll never believe what I found. Amazon. Buddy, nice try. You ain't no Spotify. You ain't no Apple Music, okay? I know more people that use Pandora than your bum-ass music streaming. You think you can make a cute little Christmas song with the best male vocalist of our generation, and that's just gonna get me to start using your sorry ass? I don't think so. Sorry. Nope. Nada. Zilch. Zero chance of happening. Nope. No. Nope. So I went on Amazon Music, and it turns out they actually released a bunch of Christmas songs with just like random artists this year. See, my family has Prime, so it's not about the money. What I want to know is, what are you gonna bring to the table that Spotify doesn't? And what the heck is a Quizmoist? Like, come on, Jeff. How could you let that slide? How do you even turn Christmas into Quizmoist? You didn't say, I love it when you call me Señorita. Señorita. That just does not roll off the tongue. But I'll cut the bullying there. Maybe the person that handed her the lyric sheet that day was just messing with her. Who knows? There's something about Christmas music that just hits so different. Like, me and my best friend have completely different music tastes, polar opposites. But when Jingle Bell Rock comes on, we're bobbing our heads completely in sync. Speaking of in sync, did you know that they have a Christmas album? And the Backstreet Boys, Taylor Swift, CeeLo Green, the list goes on. And something about seeing these new Christmas songs just reminded me of how it feels like every year more artists are adding to the already gigantic plethora of Christmas songs that are out there. For many people, including myself, Christmas music is a staple for every December. Like I just showed, making a Christmas album has become this essential thing that every artist does. And everyone knows why. Because they just love Christmas spirit. They just can't get enough of the holiday season. No. Alright, no. Mistletoe? More like mistletoe. Decorating Christmas trees? More like collecting that Christmas cheese. Yuletide cheer? More like they want to make money. But Christmas music must be otherworldly profitable if every artist so shamelessly wants a piece. I don't really know the profit margins for making music. I tried to do my research, but there's so many varying numbers. So instead, let's just do some logical thinking. Christmas music plays in every store you walk into, every cafe or restaurant that you eat at, and on a bunch of radio stations from Black Friday to Christmas Day. This would end up generating a significantly larger amount of profit because each of these stores or restaurants or radio stations would usually play a large variety of different music throughout the first 11 months of the year, but in December, they're all poking their straws in the same juice pouch. Beyond that, it's the only instance where stores or restaurants or cafes, there has to be like a better word to just sum up all of them. I'm just gonna say locations. It's the only instance where these locations would probably want their music to be highlighted. Usually music in stores is something that you don't pay much attention to, it's just in the background, but playing Christmas music will get people in a Christmassy mood, and who knows, when it comes time for that check with the tip, it might, cough up a little extra. Or, in general, they might just be more pleasant customers. That could be a stretch. I don't really know, but that's kind of how I see it. Why else would they play Christmas music in an Outback Steakhouse? But ignoring that little tangent, think about what I just said about, all of the locations playing the same music 24/7 basically, from when they open to when they close. And that's not even including the countless amount of households that play it while doing homework, doing chores, having guests over, etc. And the people that listen to it on their own. Let's see, I'm recording this on December 3rd. It's been about a week and a half since Thanksgiving ended, and in that time frame, I personally have listened to Santa Tell Me 100 bajillion times. And remember, this is every year. When's the last time you heard someone play Old Town Road? That song was everywhere like 3 years ago, and now no one talks about it at all. But Christmas music gets a revival every December, which gives your song a boost in Spotify listens every December, which means you're receiving profits from that one song, say it with me class, every
December.
I'm Jewish. And if your Christmas song ends up being somewhat successful, you're not gonna see a fade in those numbers anytime soon. Now you could counter this by saying no one listens to Christmas music outside of the month of December. So that should level it out enough so that a Christmas song receives the same annual traction as any regular song, right? Wrong, because Christmas music will most likely maintain those numbers year in and year out. And the further we get away from My World 2.0, the less I feel the urge to listen to it. It's like the LeBron James of the music industry. According to the first thing that popped up on Google, Mariah Carey made $60 million off of All I Want for Christmas Is You from the years 1994 to 2016. 60 million. 60 million. And that's not even including the past 6 years. In the past 6 years, it's gotten a billion Spotify listens, which apparently equates to like $2.5 million, but people use Apple Music, people use a bunch of different things to stream it. People still buy songs for $129 on iTunes, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, so apparently iTunes just isn't a thing anymore because of Apple Music, but I know that there's still websites that sell music for $1.29.
So at this point, it's probably like 75 million. I wouldn't even want that much money, man. Like, what do you do with $75 million? At some point, she has to just be like, it's okay. Keep your $400. Play my song all you want in your random Macy's in Utah. But of course, this is like the most popular Christmas song. Any other artist probably wouldn't make a fraction of this amount of money on theirs. I guess it's just funny to see how many artists make Christmas music. Like any artist that's been around for like more than 6 years probably has at least a single. I feel like I'm not chipper enough. Does you look good? There are two major beefs that I have with the never-ending cycle of Christmas music releases. I hate when artists take too many liberties. A perfect example of this is a track I stumbled across the other day on the Justin Bieber Christmas album, Under the Mistletoe. And I'm not going to get into why I don't like it. I really don't think I need to. All I will personally do is tell you that it's a cover of The Little Drummer Boy, and this is about a minute into the song.
Playing for the king, playing for the title. I'm surprised you didn't hear this in the Bible.
This is definitely a bit of an extreme example. Don't really know what JB was thinking. But in general, I think straying too far away from the original song will just end up confusing people. And then what happens is your version is probably not going to be picked over the original when it comes time to play it at a Starbucks. And by this time next year, it has already faded into the vast void of Christmas songs that nobody likes. Look, man, it's not personal. Justin, baby, I'm a huge fan. You were my top artist on Spotify Rap this year. And I get it. Making it exactly the same is repetitive, but there's a big difference between dropping the key a little bit, maybe slowing it down, and introducing a whole rap verse that's gassing yourself up and not Christmas. Like, you have the nerve to say the beat goes dumb in a Christmas song. Come on, Justin, bro. You know what goes dumb? The birth of Christ, alright? Jerusalem goes dumb. And at no point during a Christmas song should you consider throwing ass. I'm not saying I personally got the urge while listening, but I think Justin was trying to make that type of song. And the weirdest part about it by far, alright? Ignore everything else that I said. Justin Bieber doesn't even rap. And he decides that his rap debut to the general public is gonna be on a Christmas song. And of all Christmas songs, The Little Drummer Boy. But I digress. At the end of the day, if I don't like a song, I do this really weird thing where I don't listen to it. I just feel bad for the poor soul that asks for The Little Drummer Boy during karaoke at the office Christmas party and gets this travesty. There's a reason I don't twerk, guys, okay? That actually hurt really bad. My second beef is kind of a fake beef, sort of a veggie burger, if you will, and that's sad Christmas songs. And the reason I say that it's fake is because Wham released one of the best Christmas songs of all time, and that shit's sad as fuck, but that's an exception, okay? Christmas is supposed to be the most wonderful time of the year, alright? It's supposed to be a happy time. Why are you trying to make me sad? Huh? Why are you preying on my downfall? I can't actually think of any Christmas songs off the top of my head that are sad. That's because I only know the good ones. There's a reason. I know there are sad ones out there, but I just don't listen to them. I feel like you kind of have to make Christmas music with the right balance of your sound and the Christmas music sound. Exhibit A, Santa Tell Me. I swear this is like the 10 millionth time that I'm bringing this song up in this video. Santa Tell Me by Ariana Grande checks all of the Christmas boxes while still having those Santa baby moments, the Ariana Grande moments. And it results in what I think is a modern fucking classic. This is a super rare case though, because other than this song, the Kelly Clarkson album, and Mistletoe by Justin Bieber, there aren't really any Christmas songs that have been released in the past 20 years that have had any staying power. But is this because they messed up the previously explained balance? Maybe, probably not. People just like what they know, And the classic Christmas songs have been drilled into all of our brains so much that they're basically like nursery rhymes at this point. Like, who even wrote Deck the Halls? I don't know, do you? But everyone knows that shit. And I mean, this is why no one really tries to write original Christmas music anymore. When you release a Christmas album, maybe you'll have like 1, maybe 2 originals. After that, it's all covers. Thus, we find ourselves in a rich get richer situation, which is technically a win-win-win. The newer artists profit from their Christmas albums, the older artists get a cut of that revenue because they're using their songs, and we as the public get more Christmas music to enjoy. I just don't personally know anyone that would choose the Pentatonics version of Santa Tell Me over the Ariana Grande version. And that's not to say that the Pentatonics version is bad. It's pretty good. But the original one is equidistant. So which one are you going to choose? Unless you're a Pentatonics fan, probably this one, right? Probably. Just a hunch. I will say though, Pentatonics has something that other artists don't when it comes to Christmas music, and that's a format. So as much shit as I'm about to give them for making just so much Christmas music, it does make sense. They don't really have to worry about taking liberties to sound different when they're just naturally going to if they're limited to whatever they can do with their mouth. So yeah, Pentatonics Christmas music is a little different. Right? That's a nice compliment, right? I feel like it was. Okay, good. Pentatonics has released 7 Christmas albums, which is more than regular albums they have. They probably have more Christmas music than regular music. Did not look that up, but I'm just assuming. 7 albums. I'm serious. And they also really stretch the definition of Christmas music. Like, Let It Go is a Christmas song, I guess, and Coldest Winter. Like, if Let It Go is a Christmas song, does that make Frozen a Christmas movie? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it takes place during the summer. I guess it's about snow and cold and general winter topics, so sure. But they covered sweater weather on one of their albums, dude. By the Neighborhood? Yeah, that's not Christmas related at all. It's not about Christmas, not about winter. The only connection is that you put on a sweater when you're cold. And that's like hardly connected to being cold. I put on a sweater when I'm chilly. You know, it's not coat weather, it's not parka weather, but why does this matter? Well, maybe you grew up loving Christmas songs. Maybe you just love some of the Christmas carols so much that you want to make a Christmas album. That's awesome, man. Do that. That's great. But 7? It's just so obviously a money grab. Their 7th Christmas album released this year, and it's basically just different takes on the Christmas songs they've already covered before. Which, you know what? At least they're changing it up. I'm curious if they're ever going to stop, really. They could probably make 30 Christmas albums and they'll all be profitable. Look, I love Christmas. If it isn't my favorite holiday, it's definitely top 3. Why else would I buy a Santa hat every year? Yes, every year. Every year I lose my Santa hat from last year and I don't know where it goes. I put it in the Christmas tree box in January and we bring it out on Black Friday. It's gone. Where does it go? I don't know. Every year I buy a new one. Honestly, all of this Christmas music stuff doesn't bother me at all. I love Christmas music. I think if artists want to capitalize on my love for it and everyone around me's love for it, whatever. And I can't imagine that Christmas albums are the same gold mines that they used to be, but as long as Christmas doesn't get canceled or discontinued, it's gonna be profitable. It does make me wonder if Christmas albums are a thing of the past. Like, I feel like it's one of those things that you're supposed to gift the CD of. So when you do get a Pentatonics Christmas album for Christmas and you play it and you hear Frozen, it's too late. They have your money. And you also don't care enough because it's a gift. There's probably so many bottom of the barrel artists that make Christmas music and their albums probably sell because there's just a white grandma that's like, oh, I'll buy this for my grandchild, he'll like it. And I'm definitely also underestimating the people that will listen to an artist's Christmas album because they're fans of the artist and want to hear their take on Christmas music regardless of if it appeals to the general public or not. I listened to Taylor Swift's Christmas album. It was okay. It's very old school Taylor Swift. It's not my cup of tea. Super country sounding, but I guarantee you all the Swifties love it. I will say Christmas Tree Farm is a good song though. Honestly, there's just so many things to consider when thinking about what makes Christmas music such a big deal, and also how it's so lucrative. Like, I could go on. I honestly didn't even do research for this video. I just sat down and put what was in here on a doc. I think all that matters is that it really is a win-win-win. Like, as much as it may feel like all Christmas music is just a way of capitalizing on Christmas spirit every year to get that annual December dough, there is a desire for it, so it's no different than charging people for food or clothing. If anything, it's not as bad because at least we don't need Christmas music. They're charging us for our necessities. On top of that, who even thinks about their monthly Spotify charge anyways? Quick shout out to whoever invented the family plan subscription model. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. More content is definitely on the way. Comment down below your favorite Christmas song, and I'll see you guys next week, or maybe the week after that. It depends. I have finals week, so we'll see how busy I am.